Hey 49ers faithful, we're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any. Breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners, it's the kind of story that makes you stop scrolling, sit up and say, wait, what? Because if the rumors are true, and I'm telling you the buzz is loud, we might be on the verge of one of the most shocking quarterback moves in recent NFL history. Word on the street is that Brock Purdy, yes, Mr. Irrelevant turned franchise savior, could be packing his bags and leaving San Francisco. But not just leaving. Oh no, the real twist. He's reportedly signing with a direct NFC rival. And let me tell you, if this goes through, it's going to send shockwaves through the entire league. You thought Brady to the Bucs was wild. Rodgers to the Jets? This one hits different because Purdy wasn't just a quarterback for the Niners. He was the guy, the Cinderella story. And now, he might be their worst nightmare on the other side of the field. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, I'll be clear, nothing's official yet. No press conferences, no jersey unveilings, no cheesy or I'm just excited for this opportunity Instagram posts. But insiders, and we're talking some seriously plugged in people, are whispering that the deal is done in principle. Supposedly it's all but signed. The destination? Reports are pointing toward the Seattle Seahawks. That's right, one of San Francisco's most heated, long-standing divisional rivals. The same team that's gone toe-to-toe with the Niners in some of the most intense matchups of the last decade. If Purdy does end up in Seattle, you're looking at a quarterback showdown in the NFC West that could define the next 5 years. Geno Smith may still be in the picture, but make no mistake, bringing in Purdy would signal a changing of the guard. Let's talk about why this might be happening. Because on the surface, it doesn't make much sense. Purdy was the golden child in San Francisco. He came in when all hope seemed lost, when injuries had torn through the depth chart like a tornado. And then he won, and he kept winning. Efficient, poised, borderline robotic in his calm under pressure. He took the 49ers to the NFC Championship. Some would argue he was one healthy elbow away from a Super Bowl berth. So, why leave? Why now? Some sources suggest the friction started behind the scenes, contract talks that stalled, disagreements over the future direction of the offense, and maybe, just maybe, a sense that the front office still didn't see him as the guy. Not truly. And if you're Purdy, after everything you've done, that has to sting. That's got to push you to say, fine, I'll go where I'm wanted. And you know what? Seattle has always had that underdog swagger that fits Purdy's vibe. Think about it. Undrafted legends like Doug Baldwin, late round finds like Richard Sherman. Russell Wilson, once an overlooked third rounder himself, became a franchise icon. That's the kind of culture where a guy like Purdy could thrive. Pete Carroll knows how to build around a quarterback who plays smart, moves the chains, and doesn't turn the ball over. The Seahawks' offensive line is improving. They've got young weapons like DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith-Njigba, and their run game is lethal when it's clicking. Drop Purdy into that system, and you suddenly have a team that's not just a playoff threat, they're a problem. Especially when they get to face the Niners twice a year with a massive chip on their quarterback's shoulder. But let's flip it for a second. What does this mean for San Francisco? Because man, this opens up a Pandora's box of questions. Trey Lance? Gone. Sam Darnold already moved on. Brandon Allen, please. That means Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are either banking on a huge trade or have a surprise move up their sleeve. Maybe they go after a veteran. Maybe, just maybe, they believe in a rookie coming in through the draft. Either way, they've gone from a position of stability to utter chaos, and the timing couldn't be worse. The Niners are still built to win right now. Elite defense, playmakers everywhere, and a coaching staff that knows how to scheme anyone open. But none of that matters if you don't have a quarterback who can deliver when it counts. Let's not ignore the emotional angle here either. Florida 49ers fans, they love this guy. Brock Purdy wasn't just a feel-good story. He was the heart of the team. Every time he took the field, you felt like something special could happen. He made them believe. So the idea that he could now line up in Seahawks blue and neon green, staring down Fred Warner and Nick Bosa from the opposite side, that's borderline trauma-inducing. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna sting. And if Purdy plays well in Seattle, and you know he'll be circling those Niners games on his calendar, it could haunt San Francisco for years. Especially if they don't find a solid replacement. This isn't just a roster move. This is personal for both sides. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. And here's the thing about rumors in the NFL. They don't just pop up out of nowhere. When you start hearing this much smoke, there's usually fire. Multiple beat writers in the Bay Area have been dropping hints for weeks. Purdy skipped voluntary OTAs. Shanahan's pressers got more and more vague when asked about the QB room. And over in Seattle, the front office has been suspiciously quiet about their long-term plans under center. Could all of this just be coincidence? Maybe. But in this league, silence often speaks volumes. And right now, the silence around Purdy's situation is deafening. If he hasn't denied the rumors, if the team hasn't squashed it publicly, there's a reason for that. From a league perspective, though, this move is fascinating. You got a 24-year-old QB who's already proven he can win, already earned the respect of a locker room, and is still on a rookie contract. That's gold in today's NFL. If Seattle really is the landing spot, it's a power play. It shifts the balance of power in the NFC West. The Rams are rebuilding. The Cardinals are in quarterback limbo. Suddenly, you've got the Seahawks fully reloaded coming for the crown. And the 49ers, they're left asking themselves how they let this happen. How they took a gift from the draft gods and let him walk straight into a rival's huddle. If they don't recover quickly, and I mean fast, this could become a long, painful chapter in franchise history. Look, it's still early. Things could change. Another team might swoop in. The Niners might pull a U-turn and offer Purdy the moon to stay. But as it stands right now, this feels real. This feels like a breakup that's already happened behind closed doors, and we're just waiting for the press release. If it goes down, don't say you weren't warned. Brock Purdy to the Seahawks? It might sound crazy now, but in 6 months, it could be the move everyone's talking about. And if you're a fan of NFL drama, you better grab your popcorn, because this story is just getting started. And something tells me the next chapter is going to be wild. And hey, maybe this is what Purdy needs. A fresh start, a new system, a fan base that sees him as more than just a guy who held it together. Maybe in Seattle, he becomes the guy who leads them to something bigger. Maybe this time it's his team from day one. No QB controversies, no draft politics, just ball. We've seen this script before. Young quarterback leaves a good team because they never fully believed in him, only to become a star elsewhere. Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, even Tom Brady had to leave to become the GOAT. Brock Purdy might just be the next chapter in that legacy. And for the NFL, for the fans, for us, that's the kind of chaos we live for. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.